Hello, I'm Halcyon, and it is such a treat to be gathered with you here today. Please go and subscribe on YouTube. And if you're also curious about other things that I've been up to, I am taking pre-orders for my new catalog photo book. It's called Protagonist. You can check it out at book.stin.net. And it'll be finished up any day now, and then some printing time and out to you as soon as possible. But get a pre-order in and I can get it signed for you before it goes out. Today I want to talk about graduating from sexy beast to fatherly elder. There is something about being a man that is tied with your sexuality. Some of it has to do with the biological urges and things connected to your testosterone production. As you go through adolescence and then into young adulthood, you have these desires. But it's more than just the desires. It's also the cultural aspects of what you associate with your sexuality, your desirability, conquest. We are trained to try to get some off of women. Women are often trained to be the gatekeeper and say no, and women and men are trained to try to score. And even if you're aware of that game and you don't want to be that kind of guy, I was so afraid of being seen that way as a youth that I was very self-conscious and not very forward. But it's still in there as part of how one identifies them as a man. And recently I have felt a liberation from aspects of that. Perhaps it's due to just the shift of biology once again and the testosterone production reducing, but I think it's a lot more than that. The big shift for me only became clear this weekend as I was telling stories about my last year. And I was telling the story of visiting Asher at 2 years old. Asher is a beautiful boy. And Asher doesn't like wearing clothes very much. Maybe it's genetic. And Asher will run around naked. And, when I visit, I am his sperm donor. He calls me Bada for Biodad. But Amy really treats me like family. Everyone in their family treats me like family. And I am fully trusted to hang out with Asher, just the two of us, even when he's naked. And so for many beautiful hours, I would play with this gorgeous, naked little boy. And I'd never felt the way I felt in those moments. I'd always felt inherent in who I am and my burden as a man, I think. There was a toxicness that I am potentially a danger to women and to children. That there is something dangerous. There is something that maybe not to be trusted. And so I know that when I've been with children of my brother's kids or with my friends' kids, while I love children, I also have felt an awareness in the back of my mind, like I need to be aware of how I should behave in context of this child and their parents and societal norms. And as I was playing with this beautiful naked boy, my child, I had so much love. It was so pure, and it was so clear to me that there was nothing but pure love. And that in my play and in my caressing this naked child, there was nothing wrong. On the contrary, it was the most perfect, beautiful thing I could do. It is what divine inspiration wanted me to do, was to hold this child, perhaps rub his cheek, maybe his leg, to show him that he is cared for and loved and precious. And I think something happened in that. Something unlocked in me in those moments of play, of purity, where I became freed from some of that toxic masculine reputation, burden, fear. And I have felt free from it since. I have felt able to be present with women without any of that sexual tension. In the past, I feel like there's always been some aspect of awareness of the potentiality between me and other sexually active women. Just a sexual tension. There's nothing wrong necessarily with the polarity of masculine and feminine, but at some level it felt like it was always there. And there are times when it made me really uncomfortable. And there are things like a cuddle puddle that I never quite felt relaxed in, because I felt like, is it possible to just totally surrender and touch other people, especially women, without there being any sort of question or wondering, is this a seduction? Even if I knew it wasn't, like just the fear, like, do they think it is? And so this incredibly different, elevated feeling that I have now, or have had now, that I've been able to practice. I've had several experiences over the last couple of months where I've been able to be there for a young, beautiful woman without any attraction, and just be there and hold them and love them from a fatherly place. And I gotta tell you, I am so ready for my life to be about father energy, to be comforting and loving without any sort of burden of danger or wolf energy. Just love. Now, that isn't to say that I'm still not sexy as fuck, but it doesn't weigh me down. It doesn't have to be a film, a dirty film between me and everything, that I can be absolutely present in full, total love to anyone. Beautiful woman, young child, beautiful man, old person, myself. And it feels like a massive up-leveling. Just this, the newest part of the 50-year-old transition that I'm going through. This has been the most significant birthday of my life. An awareness of where I've been and who I am. I've become so much stronger, anchored in my confidence. At the same time, more aware than ever of my limitations, and more aware than ever of the areas where I have potential for growth. So I'm feeling so open-hearted, so available, so free to love. I'm excited. I'm excited about the person that I can be from that place. Because I think I've already been pretty darn loving. But it's just like one more weight removed. Like, oh wow, I didn't even know that was holding me back. Yes. So I look forward to loving you in every way. Again, I'm not saying that I am a eunuch. I have not moved beyond my sexuality or my attractiveness. I just have felt a freedom from the adolescent wound, the need to be attractive and desired, the subconscious worth challenges that are attached to my feeling of being desirable. There was a time when I truly, deep down, felt that I didn't have anything valuable enough to say without my physical beauty to back it up. Meaning, like, I had some pretty smart things to say for a model. And it's not been easy to step into a confidence that is just feels that my power is in my heart, not from anything else. Thank God, because it certainly would be a difficult next 50 years if I felt like I had to keep abs for the whole time. So I am stepping into this father elder energy. I am excited. I'm grateful. And I love you. So thank you so much. Send me a note about anything if you want. If I mentioned something and you didn't hear the details, whether that be mornings, love, or gratitude, or Pink Path, or Patreon, whatever. I'm just happy that you're out there and that you're you, and you're being one of those examples that others can go, yes, I too can be more loving, open-hearted, and compassionate. Thank you for being you. I love you.